a huge step up. The one thing that we know about Sharks in the past, though, is this team is great at developing talent. They're great at identifying what sort of is their next step in their success story and really capitalizing on those pieces. And maybe that's what they're hoping to get out of Angelo. You step into a roster that already has such good pieces already. When you look at a player like Doc, who is so capable of taking over, you've got good leadership in Gafolo. So he's stepping into a good system, but it will be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, I think Doc is the big man here for Sharks, the entry fragger. The guy who does it all, but a triple B main swing. That's 2 kills, but they're running out of ammo. They've got to reload 2. 3 kills back here from Nissim. RDN and Doc here on the rotation. Doc looking to get stuck in as he does. He's looking for that bomb planter and will find a back turn, but the kill is not clean. RDN 1 versus 3. And a critical pistol round could be going down the drain, but he has a smoke kit. RDN has a smoke kit. He's looking for the kill, though, silently, but Nissim instead is actually jiggle peeking for him. I think Sadson, rather, did see him, and Doc just can't track him. Sadson converts, and a critical miss from Doc. Could have brought the round back. It's Legacy with the pistol.
Yeah, I mean, that sort of play right there is exactly what Doc eats up. Getting aggressive before the post plans can establish, trying to save the round. That is such a shock there, but obviously with a little bit of a break, maybe having to shake off the rust. They won their series so quickly. It's been a while since they've last been in the server. So a good pistol round here. That puts Legacy on 6 pistol wins today. They have dominated in that aspect of the game so far. Walking into a stack, though.
They are jumping into a stack, but it is the A site. There's just nowhere to stand. The stack's cool, but Molly's better. And Dumau about to run out of ammunition. Don't worry, he's got his teammate there. Luck, Sadson, put in the work. And a nice little 2-0. I mean, Sharks are a team that have historically built up so much of the talent in Brazil. I think a little bit of a slowdown for some time, but you have players like Nissim who actually went through their ranks as well, then went to Pain, and now here on Legacy. But I mean, talk about players like Exit at a massive time. Leo Drunky was a big pickup, back all the way back to 2020. But a lot of successful Sharks alumni out there. As a swing in towards B main, Lotto won't go down, and we'll keep them at bay.
I mean, pretty much your early utility expended on very little control captured. Gafolo, committed, but the Molly extinguishes here, so it'll be a little bit of a difficult time here. Swinging out, though, the trades are quick from Nissim, who offers up doubles into the site there. They have to transfer the bomb on over as well, though. That could take some time.
Nissim ain't missing. I mean, the way he's able to hit that shot with the Galil at that range, gun's not supposed to do that. I don't think this round is winnable here for Sharks. Of course, Dumau's being very careful of a potential mid-push, but we'll now sprint on through. There's a second wave of smokes available as well. One for the street. Cross is available, but that's around it. Being watched for. Vigilant is Lotto. And time to save.
Yeah, Nissim's got a little bit of a interesting grudge match here whenever they play up against Sharks. Talked about him being a prospect on this team here, but the last time he was one best of 3 away from making a major playoffs was with Payne on a loan, and then ended up sitting in contract jail for the rest of the year after that kind of season had ended, and didn't play until this Legacy team was able to get him. So, I mean, just kind of a surprising turn of events that forced Payne into some roster moves when they were already doing so good.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously we've heard all the talk about, player buyouts in Brazil being an absolute fortune. Benny on Twitter, not afraid to talk about that. In-game leading for Imperial. did take the win over Red Canids today. But, yeah, Nissim had to miss out on his entire year of play and got his chance again with Legacy and has really proved himself as a powerful anchor, has really sharp mechanics. I mean, he's been a pistol round beast. Now RDN, A main rush. Dumao, of course, leading the charge. In front of the grenades, monster flashbang as well from Lotto. And a free A site, time to pack it up and save again.
You do love a little bit of connection in between Lotto and Dumao setting up like that. Beautiful flashes to facilitate the aggression from Dumao. Leads to a super comfortable site take. That is a dream for Legacy. Barely losing out anything, dropping the guns as well. I mean, you can save onto this pistol and armor for everyone else. That's not a concern for Legacy. They will hunt a little bit, though. As a pack, looking to chase these guns down. But so far, they've got all pieces firing on all cylinders here in the early stages of Anubis.
Lotto pushes forward. Trying to take these guns away. Dumao, though, has more angles to deal with. That MP9 at the range. I don't think there was head armor for Dumao.
There's 3 bigger guns to pick up right there. They take everything
Okay.
out of the hands of Legacy, and that's where that save actually becomes a whole lot more valuable.
But there's a buyback in as well for Sharks, and it's Angelo. Picks up the AWP, taking over sniper duties from Gafolo. As a more recent pickup here.
Yeah. Didn't expect that. I mean, obviously Gafolo's been opping for quite some time, but it's one of those things where IGLs are switching away from the op.
Gotta look at your screen, right? Don't want to pop up a mistake.
On the fallen train there, it seems. A dying breed of sorts, but
Could say on the Cadian train. Cadian is the pioneer, man. What? That wasn't a joke. That wasn't a joke, Cole. That's not funny.
well,
Honestly,
it's controversial. Controversial opinion on the South American stream.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Well, I mean, hey, Cadian started it first. Fallen taking advice from the go. Oh, no.
Oh.
Okay, terrible timing for Doc. But they're not going to peek him from house. Instead from the door. And instead start to work even more space. All this utility on the A side has drawn away Doc with no idea. Sees him, flashbang, monstrous. Gafolo gets taken out. Doc needing to backpedal in towards Heaven and will let them cross. And that leaves RDN to go down quick. Doc does deliver one, but stuck in towards Heaven with nowhere to run. Koala, who will desperately charge forward. Nissim will not miss. 6-0 for him, and Sadzin is holding this. And he's paid to hit those shots. 5-0 for Legacy.
Yeah, and it just worked the map perfectly right now. It's a much needed timeout coming through from Sharks. As Legacy get off to another perfect start. I mean, that timing on middle may be just a little bit unfortunate, but that's what Legacy are so effective at doing. Manipulating the rotates here and then setting up that utility to execute on in through middle. Just flawless protocols.
I mean, the A utility and the extremely late mid play. Like, Doc even stuck around. He's hoping for a lurk. But he's like, okay, well, if all 5 players are coming from A main, then I might be in trouble. It's honestly a play of the timings there for Legacy. That got Doc to rotate into that A site. Still, though, I mean, Sharks have saved so much that they have enough money to buy again. Angelo back on the AWP. We still have yet to see what he can really do in a Sharks jersey.
Trying to lead the forces towards A. This counter utility has to be sharp with a shot, and he connects instantly, but the flash been good to try and chase things down. A line held from RDN. Keeping that play at bay. And off the back of the timeout, able to facilitate some success here.
Whoa!
Ooh.
A Lux go, or rather, Yeah, Lux goes off. That leaves Lotto here. Who has crossed over safely, and he hit that? You've gotta be kidding. Koala, back of the B site, will be helped out here by Doc in just a moment. The A main flank on a great timing. Delivers one, but oh, Santa can't get around the corner. Doc so fast on these kills. It's down to Lotto, though, and running through the smoke, he gets one. He knows he has a duel versus Doc, and he wins it! Lotto is up for the 1v3, but he has no idea where Angelo is. Does he think the B site is clear? Lotto is so convinced he's A main, and Angelo will win the round with a nice flick. And that will be Sharks on the board, but Lotto gets to strut his stuff.
Yeah, I'm only losing because his back was turned right there. Because he was not missing any shots that were given his way. Whatever opportunities he had, he absolutely destroyed. Angelo able to breathe a little bit of life here into this defense with the opening pick and the closing. Provide some security, shut down Lotto. You're gonna need a whole lot more where that came from, though. So looking for a decisive B take with a late lurk.
Is devastating. And Nissim even still in Canals. They're trying to go for Canals control, and Nissim still gets one. Eventually swarmed, but bomb planted on B. Everyone's so far away. At the snap of a finger, Legacy have won the round.
Yeah, that take just so decisive, and Nissim being able to capture some success on the lurk as well, even though he was getting crunched in on by everyone. Icing on the cake of an already well called out round from Legacy. So many rounds Sharks have tried to press in towards B main to little success, so trying to take fights on different approaches.
I mean, talk about the read there from Legacy too. They're already prepped and ready to go for a B hit when Sharks are trying to go for mid control. Oh my god. Shooting ducks there for Doc. But Legacy are already anticipating that Sharks want other pieces of the map as CT map control. They push out A main. They're aggressive in A main. They're aggressive E box. And B site under defended. If it was one player on the B site, they were screwed. How about 0? I mean, Legacy completely run a ring around the Sharks.
I'm just calling circles around him right now, all over the map. It's going to require some individual efforts, some good setups. But what Anubis comes down to a lot of times is where you stack your resources and how you try and open up on the CT side. You know, how many tricks up your sleeve do you really have here? So Legacy are coming up with new ways to find their access into sites, find opening picks. Off spawn, delayed rounds. So many different tools up there. Disposal. Main aggression, though, seems to be the port of call here. Flashes go over, but there's going to be just no one there ready to catch it here. Nissim up high, but they're out middle. That's a sacrifice of control here.
Yeah, and they hear so much presence in A that, like, all right, we'll just take this one temple. Sadzin's gonna wait to cross. There's a second grenade, though, that doesn't break the smoke properly. 2 players go back into temple, though. A collapse from Sharks could be devastating. They could lose the bomb, but Doom is already in their spawn. Already out on the B site, too. Lotto closing in from every angle. And inside the smoke, Cafolo's making a play, though. And Lotto can't readjust. Half HP here for Cafolo, but he swings into 2 players in B main. He is screwed. A dink is good, but Satin's Glock is better. Doc 1v3. Bomb to be planted. Bomb has been planted. And Legacy.
I mean, he's even going to go for this at this point, right? I mean, he's going to fall away. Legacy just, again, being able to identify the vulnerability in the setup and execute the part of the map that young Sharks are kind of giving away. They're just completely free space towards middle because of the constant pressure that's put towards middle, or towards the A side. And they just avoid the problem of that aggression by scaling through Temple, which is not even a very common way to get in towards that B-bomb site.
Dumao is just so fast, though. That's the thing. Like, 2 players pushed into Temple, but by the time Lux dies in that spot, Dumao is already in the cave, which is just unbelievable. Like, he is full sprinting, basically knife out in enemy territory. I mean, and that's what Dumao does. He just loves hitting every timing possible. It's actually funny how his headshot percentage is very low. I think he only has a 46% headshot percentage. But he catches the player not with his aim, but with the positioning. And an overstep from RDN makes life even worse for Sharks. Molly in. Dumao's gonna swing. Might need a headshot now. He's not even gonna give the fight.
Just identification that there's multiple players towards middle. Here's a smoke for the Molly, and then expects an Opera to be around the corner, but the way he was taking that duel. Surprised by the rifler that's close by. But again, it creates vulnerabilities in the map, and you can see that Legacy are always ready to pounce when that's the case.
Double nades. But doesn't actually strike through, and all the double nades reveals that there's like 2 players right side of B site. Double push here in A main. They're attempting a crunch of canals late into the round, but it's not gonna work. Nissim with 0, but it don't matter. Lux has got the double instead. Yeah, hate to see that.
At least he can laugh it off.
Sharp aim 1 round, and then that happens. Oh my goodness.
It's always good to have teammates that got your back.
Oh, I know the pit drops in your stomach and you die there. It's headphones off immediately. Don't worry. I think he'll get some pats on the back at the end of this round. He still got it. He still got it locked.
Hey, who hasn't missed a freebie like that? And
I
again, he's got a whole lot of aimers on his team that just seal the round either way, that have his back, that close out the round so confidently that a whiff that should cost you so much. Cost you only a saved AWP that I don't think Legacy are really concerned about at this point. They're winning gun rounds, they're winning anti-force buys, they're winning everything.
Legacy, they're just a fun team to watch, because you never know what's going to happen. Could be Lotto strolling into a B site with a triple headshot, or it could be 3 players about to pop here in A main. RDN in big trouble, and he gets dropped, and the A site's open, and Legacy, at the snap of a finger, have found the perfect weakness and are about to win this round. But a miss Molly on the camera. Doesn't matter! Lux just swings inside of it! You've got to be kidding me. That's not supposed to be fair, man.
You can't do that.
Molly's supposed to keep you back. Play by the rules.
That's what I think Lux has really been building a foundation on, being a rule breaker here on this roster. His sort of aggression could just be completely untamed. And that's such a frustrating end. Around you are never even in. RDN falls, there's no rotates whatsoever. And you're playing a save game, and how many times have we seen this out of Sharks? Sure, they're not dying all that often, but they're not winning rounds. They're just over before they ever even lift off.
I mean, the pace changes here from Legacy have been beautiful. I mean, you're seeing Sharks preparing for a default, starting 3D, we're trying to work towards canals. And then, after the Molly fades A main, surprise, it's 3 players. Kind of playing with the minds of Sharks right now. Our Legacy. And it's crazy, because the 1 round Sharks have won was Lotto nearly pulling off a 1v3.
Yeah.
There's not a lot to go for here.
Yeah, that's a really scary sign. Nissim is constantly looking for those grenades. I wonder if you even have time to react to those. Or maybe it's flashbangs that he's looking for. I don't know.
Yeah, stare at the flashbang to make sure that they're throwing flashes.
I don't know what he's looking at right there.
No, he's
been looking at that.
definitely trying to see the HE.
Okay, so he can jump away?
Yeah.
That makes sense. I just feel like those HEs kind of fly fast at you.
Oh, this pop flash is going to be not on the money. Does not
Shallow.
land onto Dumao.
Just a little bit shallow right there. Didn't quite cover. Could have been a free opening duel. And Lotto holding such a thin line. He's going to get HE'd. But doesn't die to it.
Lives. And gets the spot. Angelo posts up. It's the flashbang. And the collapse here from Sharks has been good. Oh no. Miss him again. Miss him again. Heals the first. Oh my goodness, and he gooshes RDN. The HE, he runs right into it. He could have taken cover. Instead, Sadson rolling up middle right now. They're not ready for this. Smoke to Temple. Oh, Koala now turns his eyes back to B main. He knows something's amiss. Lotto could have posted up.
That'd be 10 seconds.
They're
not going for the round win, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, Sadson has the bomb.
They have kind of infinite money. I guess they don't want to give any upgrades on the guns.
Yeah.
And that's that. They still pick up some rifles, but either way, Legacy probably not was going to be given right there in that round anyways. And a solid hold coming through. I mean, a lot of influence in the rounds that they're able to win from Angelo and being where he needs to be in time. But still, only 2 rounds defensively is not a lot to lean on. We'll see if they can get one extra at the end of the half. Looks like we're getting a little bit of setup for the AWP of Sadson.
Oh, they're not going to be ready for pizza, I think. Another molly in. Oh my goodness. Flashbang scene. Don't think they're prepared for this pizza play. Koala pushes forward. Out in the open. Oh my goodness. He does phase in through the smoke and peeks into Sadson. And he gets another. Sadson just has players walking into his smoke, lining up in a queue to die to him. Another one here. For Sadson. Bro didn't even need to use his keyboard this round. He gets 3 easy op kills. And the round's over. It's a 10-2 half for Legacy. In Anubis' swan song. The last ESL tournament it'll feature in, Legacy run up a score on it. Back aboard, 10-2 for Legacy. It doesn't matter if Nissim is missing or if he's hitting. It's all good, because Lotto, 11-6. Sadzin, 10-1. That last round. Kind of a testament to his positioning. Just stood, held angles, and got handed all the kills.
Yeah, stand, click mouse, 1 win round. That's a pretty good job. He was pretty good at it in that last round right there. And the pistols have been incredible for Legacy. We'll see if they can keep it up. As they got an A-side lean here as well to bolster the setup.
Back of the pillar. And they're going to gamble and not clear it. Nissim, though, doesn't hit quite as hard as we're used to on pistol rounds. Oh, goodness. I mean, if there's something to latch onto here for Sharks, Nissim's been having a bit of a bad one these last couple rounds. This is a pistol round save.
I feel like it's just a risk to put him in a spot like that. He's so good, but he just keeps on missing on some of these free opportunities.
He had a sick triple in the previous pistol round. Like, guys, he does have it in him to do that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he absolutely does. It's just so funny that the camera's on him when he whiffs, too.
Oh, yeah, when the lights are bright. It's just, he can't quite perform. Oh! Polo. Putting in that work. Okay. So, obviously, the necessary pistol round picked up by Sharks. And Legacy are interested in a force buy. Good old force buy coming through. What's the plan? What's the strat? We got 4, 5, 7s and an MP9. We're getting in their face, that's for sure.
Yeah, they want to end things quickly here on Anubis. Whole lot of utility to back up this force. We'll see what the game plan is. And now it looks like they just want to hold on to their utility for as long as possible with very limited tossed early. Finally a smoke for E-Box tossed in by Lux. Sharks are looking to make no mistakes in a round like this. Very slow default, waiting for aggression to come through to them. That's not the game plan, though. Again, very passive stance from Legacy.
Sadzin has a pop
It's all
flash.
about holding utility.
Yeah, Sadzin has a pop flash ready. He's going to listen to this utility set. Koala in the corner. Right next to Lux. Now here comes the pop flash. 5-7 swing be made. Long range fight will not help them. And now Doc trades places with Sadzin, who gets the gun. AK scooped up to make this round weird.
Ew, I thought he was going to go through the smoke right there. Get even more risky. Said it's a big reposition. Sad's not going to stick around here towards B. No, it's a gamble stack. And with that gamble, it's going to be paid off here in a big way if they continue their efforts in towards A. That's where the bomb's heading.
30 seconds. This is their one-stop shop. They have no A main control either, so this is super risky. Sadzin is even going to get into the site now. 20 seconds. They could play to delay. Lotto has a smoke
still.
Here we go. Nade in towards A main. Smoke for Lotto. Where will he deploy it? 15 seconds. They gotta go. They have got to go, but... Oh, the flank from middle does deliver. If the smoke was deployed there by Lotto, you'd think they have it, right?
I thought they were going to use the smoke at least for camera. At least for camera is what I thought. Or, you know, almost for sure A main, right? But they try and double up on the HEs, and Sharks with a, incredible display of patience waiting for that flank to roll out. Almost cost them everything. If Legacy only, knew what was around them. The Sharks were circling.
That smoke is around deciding. And it actually gets Sharks back alive and kicking into the game. You know, the game ain't over until Legacy hit 13 rounds. And now they even have some breathing space. Yeah, Lux will not hit that shot. I think 3 players about to push A main here off the smoke fade. But what if Dumao just 1D Guardian? Have you considered
That'd help. Oh, Or a P250 headshot there that chases down.
Follow?
Oh.
Okay. Manhandles too. HE as well for any potential. And 3B sight. And even shuffles away the AK to make it better. Janitorial duties there, sweeping up the shop. And closing out this round.
Oh, managed to be transferred over as the duo's hunting for the weaponry. Working their way through middle here. See if they can create any surprises.
It might happen. Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
That's creepy, but dropping down is ill-advised. And Dumao.
Goomba stomp. Oh, no, he doesn't go down.
Waiting for the B main exit. Oh, no, never mind. Angelo is going in towards CT spawn. And Dumao swinging at air, seeing nothing. He might instead actually run here. Oh, looking for the gun. And can't find it in the water. Or maybe, was it? I don't think it was shuffled away.
I don't think so. Might have been, but I don't know. Either way, I couldn't find it. Still a full gun round. You know, I feel like this game, with the amount of saves that we've seen, makes me even more excited for Overpass.
Well, that map is Save Central. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, fair enough, but this map has been Save Central as well.
Yeah, that is true. You know, T-sided maps are actually, you know, everyone complains about the CT-sided map, but at least that's entertaining. When teams just get blown up on the execute. T-sided maps? No, sir, not me.
Excited for the CT economy change as well to take place.
That's true as well.
That'd be really cool. I feel like it's so small, but make things a little more interesting.
What do you think about the MP7 Cole with the MP9 changes?
I'm still rocking with the MP9, I can't lie. Still think it's pretty good.
I think it's playable. It's an SMG. Not the godlike force by weapon where you just like MP9 half armor and fry everybody running and gunning. Oh, Satson posted. Oh, he's gonna step off the table. Will be seen. Oh, but that's somehow not a kill. Through the edge of the wall. Tons of damage, and they are off to the other side. Peace out.
Yeah, that's brutal. Now Nissim has to lock it down. He has to get some sort of monumental, massive multi-kill here.
But back turn. That's an easy one. Nate break to the smoke. That's a second, but a quick shot from Doc keeps the round under wraps. And that HE does not connect onto Cafolo, and that makes it a save.
Running out of this one. Sharks are getting their head back into things here quickly. Another successful take off the back of an opening pick. Angelo continues to valuable asset to this team. When it comes to round wins here, he provided the two on the CT side with that clutch denial of Flatos. And the following with the opening pick coming through from his AWP. So there's more on the T side that he brings to the table as well. And plays really complimentary with Doc alongside him that can try and fire up alongside the AWP. So this is a good sign from the new guy here on Sharks.
Hey, he's got some crisp op shots in him as well. Like, I'm not doubting Kochi here. And the prospects that he tries to bring into the Sharks system. He's bringing in players with no HLTV profile pictures. That's when you know it's good. And a banger flashbang incoming. Already unseen, but nothing Dumao can do about it. Satson, though, with coverage. Keeps his teammate safe. And will allow Dumao to leave. Flashbang in again. Handing Dumao the op. You know he used the op for this team. Back when Cold Zero was here.
Yeah, sure, Dumas. You do whatever you want. This case, low HP.
Brazilian Zaiwu, man. Well, used to be that term. Now he's a full-on entry fragger instead of a system star player. And he's gonna miss 12 HP.
Ooh.
Keeps running, but has to keep fighting. Then misses on the jump up. Lotto only good for one. 3v3. Back in though. Satson getting stuck into this fight. Standing out in the open. Looking to break the smoke or go for a nade onto site instead. That was no good. Satson will scoot out to heaven though. Smoke getting close to fading. And soon there will be nowhere to stand. Nissa will fall, but Lux combines here with Satson. Lux last bullet in the chamber. Gets it done. Onto Koala. Retake for Legacy.
Yeah, I've been trying to get aggressive right there. Sharks wanted to continue the fight. But as you said, that smoke was fading all the while, and eventually that timing on the aggro does not work in their favor whatsoever. Backs are turned, Sadson collects some freebies, and Lux will line them up. For Legacy to get on to 11 here and finally slow the roll. They're 4 rounds in a row from Sharks. Their eventual efforts are rewarded. Their saves are finally leading into round wins.
Super important there for Sadson. When you get into the site, you just keep the pressure on. You make sure you keep that back lane control. Now has an AWP. Flashbang is good. Swing with it. He somehow misses the shot, though, and there's an Opera on the other side. He reconsiders the idea and backs away.
Yeah, I wanted the re-peek right there. But probably would have led to Angelo getting another opening duel. So let's take a more passive line. Yeah, that's the nade that Nissim was looking for that whole first half. Right on top of Angelo's dome.
Ollie back. Attempt at a smoke. Flashbang in, but that's off the mark. Doc cannot push through that.
Decides against it.
Wanting to make a play. Blanket off the fade. Oh, but Lotto down early. Dumao's gonna scoot away. Nissim.
Uh-oh.
He's playing off of Lux right now. In mid. Good shot there from Lux. And stays aggro. He doesn't get the second, though. And Nissim is still posted. Sadza now. Was considering the angle. Dumao up on the pillar. Now takes the... Nothing! RDN with the flick and the headshot and likely the round for Sharks.
So many duels on a knife's edge, but Sharks staying alive by winning these very challenging, unfavorable fights here in a couple of different scenarios. Avoiding the early op shots and attempts from Sadson as well. And a couple of near-miss opportunities from Legacy cost them. See Lux putting pressure on himself to try and pull that round back on his own.
He almost did. Obviously, Koala on 19 HP. Could have been the game changer. Wanted to stay active and fight and help set up Nissim. Just barely off the mark. So Nissim just didn't really want to push either. Obviously, they know the players are in A main. And tack time out. I think, honestly, a good time for Chucky to make some calls here.
They're trying to get aggressive. That A setup is so vulnerable to an op peeking in. Having a rifler hold that angle is a pretty big risk. And again, Angelo helping out, facilitating these opening duels here with his AWP. He's not really making any big explosive multi-kills happen, but a couple of these rounds, he's just been good to find the first. Set the tone for the round, give his teammates some space, break up a setup, something along those lines. It's making it easier for Sharks to call around the rest of the map here for Legacy.
Still a purchase and Slovak middle. Train a tease, snake in their way, now into the doors. Lotto letting him have it. But now so much silence on the map. They know where it is. Making the right call. Smoke's coming into the palm tree. Lotto needs this molly. And now drops it. And they're going to push through. And Lotto does not get both. It's Sadson's turn. Helped up by Dumao. Sadson gets them both. Now posted in A main. It's an op highlight for the young opper. Angelo will push forward. And that no-scope will not connect at that range. Sadson, sleeping giant wakes.
What a great round coming through from Sadson. Quick on rotation, constantly getting caught a little bit out of position when he's trying to transition in on some of these site takes. But as you said, there was a silence. There was a lull in the server that Legacy reacted to. And Lotto getting that molly down, forcing the smoke, causing a little bit of disruption. And combining with Dumao swinging forward, denying access on that A side perfectly. And that's the highlight you're looking for from Sadson.
Yeah. He had a very rough game versus Selva outside of that nice op 3K on Nuke. Nothing really more to be said from him in that series. But, man, he has stepped up on this map. Great positioning. And he is hitting the shots. I mean, I can recall a lot of misses if you remember back on Ancient as well. Just a main push. One shot misses. Second one. No kind of sequence like this one against the Sharks. Against a tougher opponent. Honestly, for a region that has been said to be void of oppers, besides like NQZ, a lot of top teams have struggled to find offers in Brazil. Obviously, Furia went for Maladoy.
Yeah. I mean, I think one of the bigger things for me is I think it's hard to find oppers that can really translate their success to the tier 1 aspect of the game, right? I feel like that is one of the biggest challenges, and with the way that Sadson does play the game, it's not a huge reliance. I mean, we saw it in the first half. He's posted on angles. He's not even moving. He's just setting up, ready with his op, and letting the play come to him here in a lot of different aspects. I mean, you have his riflers as good as Dumao and Lotto that can find the entries. It doesn't force you to be the hero player that so many oppers try to be when they enter into tier 1 space out of South America. It does create a little bit more stability. And maybe that's why we saw some of that success that Legacy was able to bring in, and some of that translate over to the top echelons of play.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only opper to truly do it in basically the last 3 years has been NQZ for Pain Gaming. All the other ones have really suffered, taken a big time downturn.
You think of players like Safe, who dominated tier 2 for so long.
I mean,
it almost felt like he was guaranteed to have, the top level success, but it didn't come through in the same way.
He always has a map here and there where he takes over, but obviously, I mean, I can't say it's necessarily Safe's fault, but it's not the kind of consistent output that we've had for an opper. And yeah, I was on the struggle bus today versus Astralis over there in Europe. But yeah, NQZ is like to be true and real with the amount of success and playoff appearances that Pain Gaming have had. I mean, Satson might as well have been the next big thing. And honestly, like kind of the newest player for Legacy in terms of the call up, right? He got called up from W7M to join Legacy. And has actually started to translate. It's a big time call up. He's moved his life out of Brazil to play from North America for a lot of time with Legacy. And has turned it into a really, really promising career ahead of him.
Absolutely. I mean, I do look at whenever I talk about Sadzen stepping into this team, I kind of think a little bit about what that W7M team was afterwards. It just didn't really have the same power to it. When they were able to make upsets, I feel like they were constantly surprising in so many different Tier 2 South American competition. And then without them, that team fell off the map. I don't even know if W7M is in the game anymore.
No, they I mean, that is...
They recently dropped their team.
Yeah. I think that was DSD or Simple...
Yeah, DSG was the team we casted yesterday. What used to be XW7M.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, they kind of fell apart when it was working really well for so long. I actually thought that W7M could try and pull some upsets in the RMRs and prove it there, but they never got a chance to because Legacy picked up Sadzen in time. So, really cool story for Sadzen, who I think has a lot of potential.
Yeah. And now he's finding himself on a successful team that's looking to break into the Tier 1 of Counter-Strike and kind of upend the status quo of Brazilian Counter-Strike. A lot of players needing to be recycled. The idea that you need a bunch of experienced individuals and major champions to lead a team can now be moved on from. Legacy, by far and away one of the youngest Brazilian teams. I think Pain Gaming do outage them in that regard as well. And a really cool storyline brewing for Legacy. It's 12-7 right now, but we're in a bit of a technical pause. We got power issues for Lotto. We're going to bring it to a little bit of a break, and when we come back, perhaps the conclusion of Anubis.
go to broad daylight, feeding every night like Friday night. I keep the party on rock and the Bombay ice. Gotta see stars like Broadway lights. I told a baby girl, you don't gotta kick it with the daydreamers. You can skip the line, I'm the gatekeeper. Plus I got the crowd going crazy, dance floor blazing up, going. When they see me show up, I be feeling glowed up. When they see me show up, I be feeling so, feeling so. When they see me show up, I be feeling glowed up. When they see me show up, I be feeling so, feeling so. With the VIPs in your city, getting litty as a BIC, huh? Yeah, screaming life's a gift, so we live to the fullest till we DIE. DJ, put it back on, keep it hype, we don't wanna hear no sad songs. Everybody up in here just wanna celebrate. Sip a little drink, get the dance on. That's all, listen, everything good over here. We don't want no problems, we just want cheers. Toast to the good life, wine, liquor, beer. Haters getting blocked if they trying to interfere. Swag on 100 and my drip too fresh. Certified stunner, need a big blue check. I don't got no time for no BS or no negative ideas in my vibe, cause I'm just too blessed. Run it back. When they see me show up, I be feeling glowed up. When they see me show up, I be feeling so, feeling so. When they see me show up, I be feeling glowed up. When they see me show up, I be feeling so, feeling so.
If all that it's saying is true, there's a wall before your eyes. Tell me, can you see right through? Right through, right through. Down through the wires and the pipelines. We go disconnecting from the city and the skyline. Counting up coins for a soda can, and there's nothing going on, no game plan, no plans. So I'm jumping out the fire, back into the frying pan. I'm trying to disconnect from the stats and the spray tan. Just a
After a long technical pause, oh boy. We are 4 versus 5.
Okay, the HUD.
Okay, never mind. HUD is off. There are 5 in the server. I wonder if it's Lotto or not. Nope, it is Chucky.
Oh, I see Chucky right there. It popped up on Sadson's camera.
Yep, Coach Chucky stepping in. Right now, can Legacy close out this game with their coach? As Lotto had power issues, technical time has been used up. Because, you know, we got to get the show on the road. And here we have it.
Yeah, it's brutal. But they have set themselves up nicely to put this one on in, even with the coach. We've seen the explosive nature. I think one of the big unfortunate factors is that one of those key pieces is Lotto that isn't in the server. Sadson looking to pick up the mantle, though. His op multi-kills have been good, and the time is just drained. There's still so much utility.
Molly for Kara. It looks like a split. RDN's gonna go peek forward and get taken down by Sadson. Now here comes the B play off the back of that kill. Nissim beats that Molly, gets it down. Couple players singeing, and it's a double from Lux. Chucky might not even be needed in this one. 2 versus 3. Nissim's got it. Reloading in the smoke. Angelo making a play. Does Chucky end it? No, it'll be Numao instead. 13-7 there for Legacy. They only need their coach for a single round. And after a 15-minute tech pause, we're sending it to like a 10-minute break. See you guys on the other side. Really took a little bit of a different style and stepped forward into a lot of duels with a lot of confidence. And that's what you want to see from Legacy. It's not LAN. You still got to play with the same confidence and fire and energy that we saw from them at the Major, and they definitely showed a bit of that on Anubis. Now, their home turf. It is Inferno. It's Legacy versus Sharks. Legacy up a map and looking to advance to the upper bracket final and close out their Pro League journey. As we expect. We expect Legacy to be at ESL Pro League Season 22.
Yeah, it would be good to see them there as well. Another chance for them to challenge the top dogs as they look to continue to rise. And the VRS, this is the next step to getting there. And submitting themselves as a... the next up in Brazil, the next up in South America.
Yeah, last bounty they've already earned their invite for as well. Things looking good on the horizon for Legacy. And committed to that 4-man A-stack. And smoke's being launched for the B-side attack. 2 mollies, Nubox, oranges, flashbang to CT, and no headshots for Doc. Aren't you gonna love this? 5 versus 5 post plan on B.
Oh, get your smoke down. Sad's smoking banana. Oh, that's 4 players. They're taking CT. They're going to fight Doc first.
Yeah. Doc about to be closed in upon behind the lectern, trying to preach some sort of prayer. But he does with 3! Oh my goodness. Numao now. 1v2 gets found by Doc. He fights off the whole team for Legacy.
I don't know how he just did that, man. I mean, that was impossible there. 12 bullets, 3 kills. They're all hunting him. Everyone trying to chase him down. But everyone on Legacy just comes up with nothing. And that was all the resources spent. Now, Legacy still do a good job of landing some kills there on the flanking players, but not enough with the charge that Doc just costed. That is devastating.
Lotto in the server, for the record. Not joking.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, but a buyback. Look at this. 2 AKs immediately. Numao and Lux taking the knee.
Oh,
and
my
that's
goodness.
an incredible tag. I wonder if that'll be seen on the wall. A little red paint. We'll give away onto RDN. Looks. Continually goes for scout no scopes and contact walk up brackets. Jiggle peek for Angelo and an instant headshot for Sadson. That opens things up. Sadson continues jiggle peeking every angle. Shifting.
Waiting though. What are they waiting for here? They might be a little bit too late.
They were waiting for Nissim, but he's dead. Gafolo now inside a library. Position known. And Lotto to make a move. Seen on the sniper. The MP9 of RDN finds a double, and Lux can't get anything. The AK's drop, and Doc lines up a couple more. 6-0 in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, a little bit of hesitation right there. A reliance on one extra piece of the puzzle instead of taking that space, allowing for those rotates to get involved right there for Sharks. So instead of it just being a 2-man defense, everyone gets involved. And Legacy missed that small window of opportunity after slowing things down. That's a bit of a surprise there. To a good start for Sharks here. Should be 3-0. Nice AG to kick things off for Angelo.
I mean, one flashbang to get him back in, but this is no good. This is going to be Sharks tying up Team Vitality unless Savage or anything else. Swing off the Deagle. It's good. It's the B site. And a smoke picked up as well for CT and for Coffins. Bomb lobbed across. And Sadson, they need the plant.
Ouch.
Steps on a landmine.
Oh no.
They're going the other way.
Well,
They faked the plant.
Committed rotate here still from Ardian's out. And yeah, it's hook, line, and sinker at the very least. The smokes are still up, finally fading away. And now they've realized they've been duped. But they've realized a little too late.
Sadson will get past the library angle. Plant for lane. Safe into the site. Bomb has been planted. And an even better post plant for Legacy. AG. Oh, AG will not strike true. 2 players in mini pit. Lux on the AK. Goes in for the fight. Sadson says thanks for that. And now it's go time. Flash bang in. Molly burns him. Team kill though. And Sadson on 3 HP. Does he have this? Trying to pop up for a headshot. And the time ticking. Angelo going for the fight. And he gets it! Sadson's so fast! He's an offer by trade, but he can do it with the AK!
Dude, I mean, he's doing everything in these rounds here. Finding the opening pick last round, bringing it home in this one with the Deagle entering up Banana with multiple kills. And then he's forced to close it out on 3 HP. He has nothing going for him. And still managed to make do. That is an unbelievable setup. Legacy gonna make sure that Sharks don't catch up with the best of the best. Ooh. There's still aggression down Banana here. Lux goes 1 for 1. Quick trade through the smoke is a little bit of fortune favoring this Legacy side. Doc's forcing the issue.
He's going for swings. Dodge the flash, then the molly. Down the corner. Lux will clear out sandbags. Stock alone. Top oranges. Position, but does convert. Able to back away off the reload. Angelo, desperate play though. And Doc forced in front of the molly. No good. This is a save. Should be every day of the week.
I know that B site can be retakeable. Not with the out utility. And a man down. So yeah, they do call it out. Ardian and Koala off to the save. Legacy keeping themselves in winning ways with the entrance towards Banana. That one smoke spam kill doing a whole lot to equalize, and then isolating Doc. As Angelo gets kind of desperate to help him out and provide a little bit of extra assistance, still leaves him on an island.
Legacy just very pristine on their takes. I mean, you've seen the change in team philosophy as well. Of just all you need these days is a team with 5 players that can frag. And Legacy, one of those. Obviously, I mean, Sadzin, what a clutch. But I mean, talking about this kind of philosophy that's developing, Maus give up their IGL and Shui for just more firepower. And it worked. Mongols are a team that just 5 players that shoot incredibly hard. Legacy up there in that conversation. Maybe if Ents made the Sunny move back in 2019, they could have hung with the best. No, in the year 2025, that is.
Yeah, Ents are never wrong, just early.
It's not Internet Explorer, it's the reverse.
Yeah.
They were ahead of the game before any of us knew that.
That's why they're a profitable esports org. Just ahead of the game.
I mean, maybe not this year, but
Yeah,
anyways.
that's a good point.
Fast up mid. Hard read trying to be made, but okay.
Oh my god!
Dink through the smoke from Koala. And an instant double. This is the right read. Like a perfect read on the situation to wrap Arch. Anticipating that 3B setup.
I'm gonna push the smoke. That's madness. Doc does like a bit of craziness here. Koala still on the line and needs another. He finds it. 3K from Koala.
Nissim though, so bring it back. Dumao as well, making plays, but runs into 2 players. Nissim goes down. It's a Koala quad kill. One of the only saved rifles there on the A site finds 2 kills through the smoke.
That's unbelievable right there. And the good Grace is able to track them around the confines of that smoke. He's echolocating them with the headshot that was found. And as you said, the right read gets punished there. When Koala has free fire like that, when he has coverage of the smoke to just play off of and still finds you. That's 3 AKs picked up now and an AWP included in Angelo.
Fast mana take though. Doc. Flux though. Mac 10 charges forward, sees 3 players, and Doc somehow gets the second. Double nades though. To follow down. RDN has to back away as well. The round's still very much live. Angelo though posted up here on lane. Now gives it up. Just as 3 players walk up. Dry swing, charging forward. Angelo with the first. Allowed to fire again, but misses, and Koala not as precise as the previous. Smoke down, charging at him. Lotto puts himself into a clutch situation.
Rotates are far. So he's going to have time to plant the bomb and get into a better position if he wants to. The Doc's incredibly low. So that gives him a little bit of help, but still, this 1v2 going to be incredibly challenging.
And is Lotto going to make the gamble here? Tucking back at the site. Holding onto lane. Thread angle as well. Back of the site. Hiding away. Time. Gonna be of the essence. Pops up. It's the right play, but the shot's not there. Sharks. Up to 4. Team Vitality eats your heart out.
They could never. Able to capture that 4th round eventually. RDN's out with a quick flick. Like you said, the right play. The low HP bar is the one that would have survived right there. And that makes the clutch all the easier for Lotto, but not enough health to tank through that quick reaction from RDN. And Legacy left a little bit shattered here. 4 HEs.
Oh boy.
Which either could be tossed in towards Banana, or maybe sent in towards Pit. But right now it looks like Banana.
4 players line up their HEs towards the top of car, and Doc eats a lot of them. They've done a little bit of research here. Oh, and the Tech Knight just wins the fight versus Angelo. The read's in. Nissim knows this arch side is open. He's in a CT spawn already, and he hears RDN moving into library.
No way.
Oh my god. Nissim has a back turn onto RDN. RDN has no idea. Will not turn around. This is an assassination out of the Tech 9. Nissim nailing every time. And Koala now seeing all the info going the way of Legacy. Are we seeing another Glock round win? Yes, we are. This has got to be a save. Kafolo, get out of there. Legacy have robbed another round from underneath you.
Oh, and one more cut off there from Lux's opping as well. Soul Survivor was the one that caught the nade stack. And they almost bait them into the comfort that there's nobody A with the way that they're setting up that utility. You actually saw it from Angelo's point of view. There in the early round, he sees heals, the feet of Legacy trying to set up that utility, and actually lands a shot there onto one of those players. But Nissim takes that timing and threads the needle perfectly on the aggro. I don't know how it was so overlooked, but chaos created there. Legacy makes something out of nothing.
And Legacy are just reading shots perfectly as well. You know, you see quad nades towards top car that nearly killed Doc. Obviously, they've watched their demos of this guy. And then Nissim reads the 3B setup so perfectly. If he's, you know, I think that's the idea. If there's an op on lane, there's 3B. That might be the hit and read there on the Sharks. And surely now they have to mix things up. Nade combo. That will keep the Sharks out of the water.
A constant fight for banana control. The utility exchange back and forth has been so deadly. Legacy are cautious in all of their map control right now. Banana recrawl coming through. So utility's already in. Oh my god. Follow didn't realize, but he almost caught a straight. And that banana control does bring a player extra over towards that A side. Sets it up in 3-2. But a standard setup here can allow for Legacy to get some executions off.
Double swing here for lane. However, and the re-clear from Sharks nets 2 kills. Now it just leaves Dumao ready to take that arch control. Flashbang launched in. But he gets him while running full blind. Oh my goodness, RDN was so low that he falls over to a gust of wind. And now the split. Coming through. Molly, that had to come from somewhere. Doc does convert the kill. Nissim has to get the bomb. Time low as well. He realized he can't do it. Player back of the site and Gafolo is too much to handle. He's going to be charged down and die after time.
That is brutal right there. Some extra damage on the way out with a 5-7 winning that duel. Legacy just left without enough time and just hit on it right there. But Sharks were playing such a standard setup there for such a short amount of time. You know, 5 or 10 seconds of the 3-2 before they re-aggress for brackets. You allow for Legacy to set up their execute, they're probably going to best you, but if you disrupt it before they can get it off, that's a different story.
Eating every grenade. Now barely standing as he walks into the site. Molly as well. That does not land. And stepping forward now is Doc. What's the next move here for Legacy?
The chance that he had right there kind of vanishes. As now they take their wins with all the utility damage. They're going to have to re-up on the execute. But getting reinforced by the rotate as well. After an already trusty sight hold can come through from Sharks. They're getting an extra rotate here.
No flashes. 2 players entrusted. Oh, that's a hot flash in the zone. I think they're coffin smoke landing a little deep. Doc does
This is a fake though.
It
Bomb's
is.
going B.
And a lurk through the smoke. That Angelo is watching. Lux does fall. Bomb coming up the lane. Low HP for Dumao. Nissim as well. Activates. He gets a huge kill. Koala inside of the pit. Can he get any more? Player swinging. He only gets 1. Into the A site. With the player up close too. Nissim whiffs. But Lotto's got the kill back. 2v2. Dumao on the op. Misses though. 1 bullet remains in his chamber. Does he have this? He peeks out. Doc has already escaped. Dumao has to be worried about lane. Posts up, and he nails it. Now, though, has to switch to the Glock. While Lotto is low. Winnable for Doc. Tapping. Trying to play with the time. Lotto. Jiggle peeks. Dies. Now it's down to Dumao. Running forward with the op. And gets it. With like a quarter of a second remaining. Legacy now to 4.
They need a hero, man. Dumao coming through just at the right time. This cape flying around the corner. Able to close out the clutch. He started that round off incredibly low because of the utility damage and still finds a way to impact the round with the op that was brought by Sadzin. A timeout called from Legacy. These rounds are too close, but they know they have a chance to pounce. Last time they were in a position like this, they got blasted through a smoke by Koala and a 4K. You can't let that happen again here. This is your chance to take control of the server.
Break the money here. Full reset. Legacy back in control. Even though, you know, to get to this point, even for Legacy, they've had to win every unwinnable round. They needed clutches. They needed eco wins. Honestly, it feels like Sharks have been on top of their game. Oh, that could have been a headshot. Felt like it should have been. Eastside stack though. Polo will be traded. Not even, doesn't even go down though. Even a dink lander already in chasing fast. And will steal guns. Legacy looking to turn this one back to the B site. They know that was just a 4-man A stack. They're getting ready to go. Great grenade though that gets Sadzin. Things going horribly wrong. Dumao doesn't get a headshot. Legacy are just not firing.
Can't connect. In the server, or as a team right now, they're struggling to offer up trades, which is one of their specialties here. Lotto has a small window of opportunity, but just enough information there to not take the duel.
It's awkward though, because you see they're only on MP9s, so Lotto gets the first, controls that spray. Smoke the library.
They gotta move.
I mean, Nissim has to hopefully walk into an empty site. I don't think this is winnable. Lotto. Yeah, he is leaving the scene of the crime. And so is Nissim. This will be a save.
Counter-terrorists win.
Yeah, just not the same team right now. Nissim trying to hit that gap again on the arch side. Doesn't convert a kill onto Cafolo that I think he should have.
Does feel like they're kind of caught in a trap of kind of reading too much into their prep, right? Some of these gaps that they're trying to slip being covered off. Some of these reads not quite fully going in their way. importantly, the utility damage continues to put pressure on these early rounds for Dumao in particular. Catching a lot of flack.
Players close mid. Still a couple of MP9s. Who's over the smoke? Nothing seen. Sound heard. Molly, right there for Sadzin. Singed away.
Still not given any visual here. Just the sound cues that are confirmed. And they'll fall back and do a more passive setup. But honestly, a better setup. With limited utility. I mean, no utility now. You just play these crossfires effectively, and that'll do the trick.
Well, what if Nissim just ran out of the apartments and, like, double-ding RDN? Oh, Koala. Millimeters away. Meantime, Sadzin walking up towards Arch. He has a better gun. Angelo makes a mistake. Now that crossfire feels a whole lot weaker as Koala back turned. RDN wasn't covering. RDN inside of the pit. That's another headshot out of Nissim. 2 headshots out of Nissim, Cole. What do you think about that? A-Site taking another eco win for Legacy.
Yeah, well, that's how you do it. That's what I was going to say. The crossfire is really good, but if Nissim gets the 2 kills, then it's all good. You get by it anyways, and helped out by Sadzin creating enough deterrence right there. I mean, just completely turns the attention his way, opens up the vulnerability for the Rapid. Shatters the round.
You know,
Sadzin, I feel like he's just being the lifeblood for this team. When they run out of energy, he's just providing more.
it's a low percentage play, but not a 0% play. I mean, yeah, we can hone in on the mistakes, but it's Sadzin there, who again is making kind of like these right positional reads of just understanding. Okay, it's probably going to be jiggle peeking Moto here for info. Because if he's holding, walking the op is not the best point of call. But Angelo's not really playing for the kill. He's playing for the info. And the op can just safely walk up on the angle. And Angelo, not a shoulder peek, but you know, a full body peek there. Learn your lineups here, fellas. That's your mid lurk smoke. I'm actually going to throw that in my upcoming budget. I actually use casting as a way to get better in Face It.
That's to gain Face It elo. It's called passive income right there.
Yeah.
You're going to cast enough games that soon you can be a pro player.
Yeah. Soon I can join, like, getting info or something.
Oh, God.
North American Counter-Strike joke.
Don't do that.
Molly. That does not burn off the boost. So we've got a weird setup. It's a full crossfire and everyone misses. Sadzin doesn't hit. 4 kills instantly across 3 players. And this one's done. Sharks gonna have a lead at the half. Legacy have been having to battle back games today. And they could lose their best map to this Shark squad. Dumal will get some target practice, but he's 1 on 4. Whole quartet available. And a flank. And he's done. 7-5 half here for Sharks. This could be surprising to many. Can Sharks convert the advantage to a win?
We don't do no talking round here. We don't play no games round here. We ain't never slipping round here. This This another level, this one over here is very rare. We don't do no talking round here. We don't play no games round here. We ain't never slipping round here. This another level, this one over here is very rare. Rhythm got me skanking, had me feeling like I'm Fred Astaire. Bread was kinda short, but I was smelling like a millionaire. Claimed their opposition when we stepped in, they were running scared. Man, we're louding up the atmosphere. Too much chatty, too much catty. I just lit a fatty and it came from Cali. I'm not really here. I was in the clouds, I don't ever take the stairs. We don't do no talking round here. We don't play no games round here. We ain't never slipping round here. This another level, this one over here is very rare. We don't do no talking round here. We don't play no games round here. We ain't never slipping round here. This another level, this one over here is very rare. This another level, this one over here is very rare. This another level, this one over here is very rare. I was in the corner sweating till the lights came. Man, don't ever sleep, step out on this night train. Right brain, man will blow your mind like a migraine. I was busting up these spots, pulling something out my socks. Man was shuffling out of blocks, phone and vibrate. I don't need to talk to Frank, I did it my way. Never slipping, never tripping, never violate.
7-5 here for Sharks. They have a 2-round lead, and many onlookers would be surprised to see Legacy down by 2 on their home turf map pick here, Cole. It's tough stuff.
See if they can bring it back the energy here in the second half. Mao solo on the B hold. Last time Doc was up for the task, he absolutely handled business, but he's gonna get run down. Mao's gonna fade away.
Nobody gets
Oh, but
one
he connects. Wow.
All right. Round's not done yet. Limited bullet in that USP, though. Oh, my goodness, he hits the next as well, though. So fast on that shot. On RDN, making it 3 for Dumao. Oh, make it 4. Dumao going all in. It's Angelo facing 3 guns from 2 players in CT spawn, but it's Dumao all the way.
I don't know even why you would put 2 players on B on pistol when you just have 1 player get 4 kills. Dumao doing exactly what Doc just did right there, and somehow solo holding the entirety of the bomb site.
I mean, he holds back the horde inside of the church right there.
It just looks so effortless when he's able to land these fast flicks.
Dude, the shot on the RDN was sick. Like, I don't know how he had that snap reaction time. He wasn't ready for that fight. Dumao, historically a low headshot percentage player, still shows he got that dog in him.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like he's on ice skates too when he's finding those kills. Constantly in motion. Denying Sharks the opportunity to take that Coffin's control. Real good look out of a key piece of the puzzle for that B-side defense, and Legacy get the pistol round here. We know the force buy is coming as a reaction though for Sharks. They've had so much success in that first half off the back of these force buys, and we'll see if that translates into the T side as well.
So another chance for Legacy to do it, but we do see a force buy back in. As it should be, Doc armed with an AK. He's the main man for this Sharks roster. Has been kind of the centerpiece of this team since it's formed. Always going for entries, openers. Trying to close as well. He's a multi-kill machine. He's sheer firepower. And he's only 22. I think he's Sharks' best pickup in these last couple years.
Yeah, I mean, it is so common for some of the best players on Sharks to quickly vanish, but I actually do think Sharks are taking a bit of a pivot in terms of their game plan as an organization, and they actually want to build something that can, make it to majors, that can make it to Tier 1 events.
Yeah.
And, Doc, you can really put him as a centerpiece of that.
Even, Koala is a big-time investment as well for this team. Was a talent back on Furia Academy. And then rose through the ranks to land himself a spot on this Shark squad. It's really always been this rotating fifth for Sharks. I think they tried Pepe, they tried Hoax, then they tried Nix, and now they're on to Angelo in this last year. They've had this rotating fifth. And trying to find that player to fill that role. And it's taken Gaffolo off the AWP. Because I think all the other 4 players are exceptional. Koala has already shown his fragging ability. Doc, he's a terrifying player. But it's about making the system work with the talent you have. Maybe this series could be that realization.
See what they can do here. They're walking in to a decent setup here. Luck's playing dodge flash, but this hinting at a heavy hulls pop with the current positioning. But maybe it's more in towards the bracket side.
Jumping Mac 10s could be a problem here.
Oh, it's a well-timed smoke, though. I mean, it looks like they're pivoting. Not sure what exactly triggered that idea from Sharks, but they're shifting up their game plan here, and Lux is going to try and punish that timing.
He nearly whiffs on the kill. Drops down, though. Gets into the backline. Dumau spams the smoke for 2. Next up, Lux does keep going for the full-blown flank. But Dumau's double should be enough to call this round quits. I mean, they have the utility. I guess they have a CT smoke, and they will try and make it happen. Flashbang back into CT as well. Player on the fountain, but Dumau not missing. Is he going to get back-to-back quad kills? Low HP, so might fall. And playing his oh, no way! Doc is in for it! Doc is up for it. Nade, though, lands right on top of him. Actually stops the plant. Oh, my God.
I mean, still, Doc doing so much work there to put the punishment on Economy right there. If he was able to secure that bomb plant, I think you almost go for it again. Without it, there should be a chance to build up a little bit of stability here. That is Doc showing his prowess, man. He's really trying to make these rounds work. That's, I think, honestly, why you would even go for it in the 2v4s, because he's still in the server with an AK. To build up a little bit of stability here. That is Doc showing his prowess, man. He's really trying to make these rounds work. That's, I think, honestly, why you would even go for it in the 2v4s, because he's still in the server with an AK. Because if that's the case, there's a chance.
Now, this doesn't see anything. Will it bait a push? It will not. And he gets out of lethal range of the tech. 9 just sees a shoulder. Okay, down. Molly in. And Shirley will be cleaned up.
Oh,
But
no.
Sadzin, but there's another player who falls to the Glock. Angelo does burn. Sadzin needs a highlight. And wrapping around the site, Tech9 will get him. It's down to Lotto, 1v2. Bomb yet to be planted though. Lotto is in position, does drop a grenade, knows where the second player is as well, but it's Koala who gets off the bomb. Gafolo locks it up. It's a Glock victory for Sharks.
I mean, not something you could afford to lose right there whatsoever for Legacy. But Nissim, I mean, I guess thinking that that was confirmed information right there, gets caught so surprised. That Tech9 lands the first headshot, creates enough chaos for Sharks to overrun. One small oversight, one small hiccup in that A defense, and everything comes crumbling down. Now the force by war is going to continue here in this map.
Gonna push down and get sideswiped. Lux should be screwed. 8 sheet grenades, so many of them. Gonna shut him down, and Lotto. I'm not sure of the position here. Trying to make it happen, but it's not clean. Oh, but Sasson does break the smoke. Not meant to be. It's the eco victory into the follow-up win, and Sharks have paved a road to win Inferno.
They're doing it in the most difficult fashion. They are constantly low on economy with scrappy purchases, and they've won 4 of those already. And it's early in the second half. Nice headshot from this, but he goes down. That's armor in 5-7 dropped. It's going to be a full eco up next. And Sharks just being able to capitalize on these moments, win the force by wars multiple times in this map in particular, might just put them on a road to the third.
Dang. I mean, you look at the scoreboards here, it's a significant fall off from Lotto. Up in a couple of these rounds. Smoke spam though, RDM. Ooh, that's a lot of his mag gone. He'll go down. Gafolo's gonna try and mop things up. But instead, the pistol scatter.
They got a pretty open path towards the B side. It looks like they'll take it. They'll line up and execute into an empty site. Sharks moving on to double digits now.
Wait, which roof shingle was it?
14th from the left.
That's what I mean. I think Angelo landed it properly. There it is, and that is the 10th round for Sharks. Big time surprise. Obviously, we've been talking about it. You know, Legacy returning to the online format is so much different than playing in the electric atmosphere of the major. We talked about it so much, even yes, Gamer Legion knocked out a major contention as well in the online format, but you know, currently in the playoffs of their tournament at Fisher. Online Counter-Strike is just different.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a whole new challenge. It requires so much concentration, so much focus, and for you to treat it like it's, you know, the tip of the top level Counter-Strike. You're playing up against, you know, players that maybe are surprising you, that you think you should be better than after your run, and you know, every time you lose an eco or you get out red, it amplifies the frustration.
Yeah, I want to say that it's like it feels sometimes it feels like a basic match or something. It feels just like another pug matchmaking game, whatever you play. You know, you played maybe over 10,000 hours of Counter-Strike and you played it in this environment. Now you've got a taste of what LAN feels like. And going back to online, it's just hard to see how this match feels important, right? You have to get yourself in that headspace. This is the career-defining tournament right now. Dumao, man. He always plays like there's nothing on the line. Sadzin. Stays mobile. Lux is going to go ahead and join them for a mid brackets re-clear.
They're going to be met by a whole host of challengers here. Utility being lined up here.
They're going for our trap. They're trying to call that it's 3B, but it's not. It's a bracket setup still. Sadzin, Molly in towards the boiler side, and Lux does deliver his kill. But it's 2.5. It's down to Nissim here, inside of pit. They're running up the lane. They're ready for him, and he gets none. Critically. Low HP for everyone, but not the kills.
Bomb has been planted.
They have to go for this, though. They've gotta.
They
They're
don't have
down.
kits.
Is there one to be picked up on lane? No kills giving themselves an apps. You're right, Cole. This might be the save.
No other option at this point here. Gonna let that clock tick. Shark's gonna move up to 11. So much damage, so much delays attempted. But when it comes down to the kills converted, it's not the case. And Doc, well, he'll surely be bested here, but not a big concern in the grand scheme of the round. A couple of extra kills for Dumao is always nice. But the Sharks are setting their sights on map 3 here. They want Mirage.
Wow. Honestly, Cole, I'm hands on my head for this one. If Nissim gets one, it's playable, it's winnable even. Everyone's so low. It's a lot of these rounds are defined by one kill. Honestly, I mean, even earlier today against Selva. Missing those
Yeah, they're hitting them
multi-kills.
for 90 and not getting these frags.
Yeah.
That was exactly what kind of broke down on their CT side of Nuke, I believe.
Yeah.
So they're facing that
55.
same sort of trouble.
Koala will come back up to middle. It's a triple lane setup. Great grenade. Strikes true right on the head of Doc. That is a max damage grenade right there. But the execute nonetheless is arriving. Re-smoke. Are they gonna do it anyways? They don't have an HE to break either.
They're fully telegraphing. There's no one rotating on the side of Legacy at all. They know this is a B play.
Another smoke, though. Coming in. Are they going to go off of this one? Looks like it. In the meantime, Nissim starts his flank, and no flashbangs to go through this. It is a wash on this site. Lotto trying to go for Ford. His longtime teammate and Dumao's got his back. And Legacy slaughter.
Yeah, I mean, Sharks right there with that spam. They know that what's around the corner. Full brackets controlled. The flank was formulating. It does require Dumao and Lotto to have a monster round, but when you're forced through the gray screen without flashes to entry in, that is something they're perfectly capable of doing. And they will knock down those kills with ease and keep Sharks away from claiming that map point. Just at the edge. Call a timeout to try and get them there, but bit of a momentum breaker here and a really solid defense that holds together.
Man, All right, so that's a first step, but they don't have the foothold yet. This round, they break the Sharks' economy. The one thing here is I'm surprised Sazin stays with the FAMAS here this late into the game. Will that cost him? He'll play over towards that A site. Instead, it's a standard, good old banana pop flash here. Smoke towards half wall. And then a nade to break. Flashbang through. Dumao fights. Does he have support? Well, it doesn't matter. He gets a second. Steps forward for another fight, but finally, the grenade will be his end. Walk out. Oh, Lux wins a huge fight. Koala almost got him back into the A site. And instead, he's able to get away.
Oh, there's multiple defenders rotating in for this lane hold as well.
Site, RDN. Oh my god, that entry. Fierce, fiendish, but the crossfire is still present. Lux gets them both anyways. And it's 9 rounds. They've sunk their teeth into this game. They've broken the money of Sharks.
Oh, man. It's so scary. You watch what RDN's doing in some of these entries, how snappy his aim can be. And you feel like any round's possible, but Legacy are back to what they do best here, and that's the quick rotations right now. You watch Lux get that kill, doesn't sit around in that cubby waiting for, his inevitable utility to take him out of the corner, but instead doubles up with his teammate, gets in towards the site hold. And even when RDN lands shots like that, it doesn't matter because your setup is too strong.
And that's their last timeout for Sharks. Koji instilling the last words that he can into his troops. Could this big, huge, massive upset slip through their fingers right here? Could we see the choke? They're going into this one with 2 AKs, 2 flashes, and a smoke. That's enough to take 1 B bomb site. Doesn't see anything on the jump spots. But with deep banana control, they're scrambling a rotate back, and an excellent HE grenade. I think it's about to be 3 players dry swinging mid. Does the AK connect on the jiggle peak? It doesn't even fire.
Some concessions here given by Legacy. Allow them to take this control. There's a single flashbang to scale them up, but they're hoping that Doc can find some openings.
Flashbang high. Lux misses. Does not have teammate, but lives. By a miracle. He backpedals away full blind. And then he re-swings and sees 2 AKs. What's the play now? Walking forward, Sadzin, though, cleans up one. And Lotto gonna be called up upon and delivers a headshot. They know that's one of the B players, though. They know. Lotto is Dumao's duo. 2v3, and they're hitting the weak bomb site.
Smart move. They're quick about it as well. Dumao trying to get in reaction. He's just looking to get his one.
And that he does. Trey as well is very slow. Dumao on the move, man. So mobile. So hard to hit. And Legacy. Keep it up.
His movement is just so deadly right there. I mean, he's just constantly in motion on this B side. You can see when he plays around the pillar that his AD spam is so effective at throwing the aim off and drawing out attention, throwing crosshairs out of the picture. Will keep things shaking on the side of Sharks. Full utility dump on this B side. They're shuffling and juggling util.
Oh, that's a lot.
There you go. Lux got the info.
Trying to go really fast up mid, but slow down. versus. I'm trying to take unexpected angles here.
I was brutalized by this utility.
I mean, it's crazy because Dumao is just trying to keep them lined up for this one lotto grenade, and it could be money. If they take it with utility, though, is the question. There you go. Excellent. Lands on a Cafola for good damage. They back away.
I mean, the success on this A side and breaking open the setup has been vulnerable before. So Sharks hoping to trust on that one more time.
Here comes the
Try and get them to 12.
Arch wrap. Koala with a massive duel in front of him. A 50-50 as the smoke fades. In the meantime, Sadzin under pressure. Flashbang launched in. Lux forced to drop. Now the players come up lane, and it's 3 clean entries for the Sharks. Into the A site. They have map point.
It's just not enough to deter right there. Utility starts to run out for the CT side. They get pushed out of their positions, and the Sharks completely envelop that A side. The crossfires get broken down incredibly quickly. Doc providing multiple opening picks here. 23 and 11 showing that he is quite the star. And that's how they claim it here. Legacy on this A-bomb site. Also just crucially missing an AWP in the mix here. Sadson has so much money, but holds on to the rifle for a little while longer. And when you think about that A setup, you could have to consider how confident he could be with that op, holding off that arch side if he had that weapon, but he just doesn't have it.
Well, now he does. So many what ifs. Late game. Legacy in need of forcing overtime. And they didn't even deal damage in that round. They're gonna have to face off versus very armed T sides in this game. Nissim as well. Oh my goodness, he's pushing forward. It's gonna be an apartment setup. Satsi cannot miss. Flashbang deployed, and Nissim will get the kill. Koala, how did he miss? He was blinded by his own teammates. Flashbang. And Lux sees players middle. Gets his molly down. Lux wants that duel.
Constantly fighting. Relentless. But he tosses in an HE that does phenomenal damage.
Doc, are you kidding? There's no way this works. Smoke's about to fade. Doc's gonna make a play. Out of the smoke.
My God.
Off the reload. They're walking forward. They have arch control. Lux needs to complete his reload, though. Never did. And a smoke lobbed in just in the nick of time. It's Sadzin's op on that A side, as you were alluding to, Cole. "30 seconds. And he misses one. Molly now to pit. Sadzin's in trouble, but Lux up top in graveyard with the coverage. He's got 2. Nissim, though, low HP. Sadzin needs to focus on Moto. He falls. Nissim, though, does deliver. Drops down onto the site. Hard to hit here. 1 bullet for Doc, not enough. It comes down to the Glock. And he just can't hit a headshot. Every round of regulation required.
Oh my God. So chaotic right there on the A-bomb site, but the setup looking a whole lot stronger this time around. At least the threat of the op scares them off of getting aggressive, and this time a little bit slower on the approach for Doc in the wrap, whereas there was so much conviction just 2 rounds ago, wrapping through and putting pressure on that A side. This time it's a little bit too delayed, and the lane attack gets punished. Oh, this is crazy. Deciding round 24. You're pushing down middle like this here for Nissim.
Oh, but Sadzin has hit the shot. Doesn't quite get it on the second opportunity, but doesn't matter. Damage on the Doc. Happy to see that for Legacy. 3 versus 4 for overtime. And a flashbang forward. Gets Gafolo in the open. Dumao gets away. Stealing a 2 versus 4.
You really want to challenge this deadly duo, Dumao and Lotto, ready to go on another site hold that has looked impenetrable.
Into the smoke. Here we go. Doc leading the charge. Through the smoke, tons of damage from Dumao again. And then Lotto, of course, delivers the headshot. Dumao flying M4, sending us to overtime.
Able to seize control here in the late game. Overtime required between these two teams here. Legacy this time around, hang on. When their opponent reaches map point, they keep them at bay at an arm's length. Take us into OT now. We'll see what they can do to carry forward. Looking a lot more cohesive on the defense. A little bit more unity in between these players. I mean, it's always been the case between Dumao and Lotto, but that A site hold needed it as well. We got a glimpse of both. And now utility damage going in favor of them. So much being done onto Angelo and Doc.
And now, flashbang forward. No.
Oh.
Dumao just goes for the straight up swing. Doc sidelines him. Slashes him down. Lotto will take cover inside of CT spawn. Full execute coming through, and no connections for Lotto. He'll stick around. But onto the B site are the Sharks. Seems like players are more interested in a save. Hoping for something through the smoke, but everyone is taking cover. Nade does not break through. I mean, they got one on the Doc.
They're
And
pressing the issue. They're fast on this retake through coffins.
okay, flashbang forward as well, but 4 players are holding all of these angles right now. And 2 in towards Dark. Make up for a problem, but Nissim gets him. Koala is somehow still alive, though, inside of Pool. It was close. It was a good effort. But it's not convert.
It's one of those rounds where if you just have a single flashbang there, or a molly to try and flush out that pole position, something of that nature, you can make it happen, but they were missing that last little bit of utility. The crossfire, while it still gets broken, doesn't completely crack underneath the pressure. Koala staying alive is the big asset. Oh my god. I mean, to get to overtime here, it feels like Legacy realized what they had to do, and in that last round, you do have a little connection between Lotto and Dumao in the flashes, but the continued effort from Dumao is what eventually proves to be costly.
Battle towards Banana, though, and Lux gets the kill. I might reveal again that Legacy running a thin A setup. Already moving back to stack up that A site.
That's definitely the reaction that Sharks, or rather Legacy wanted them to think, right? That A side's weak, but then they instantly rotate over. Now it's bolstered up, and the B side is where the numbers are a bit missing. Everyone grouping up here. Lux still spamming the arch side. He's got to transition over, because there's no utility to delay for Dumao. If they execute here soon, he'll be under fire.
Angela scopes up. Lux swings. Does not get hit by the op, however. It's Dumao back at Dark. Nade to the smoke, though, will turn some backs to him. You'd have to think. And they're in. But they're not going to clear Dumao, who pops out and stops the bomb with no time remaining either. Sharks have lost this round. And they have to be kicking themselves here. Sharks had the entry into the B site. They had their moment. They were just not diligent in overtime.
Just overlooked right there. Dumao hiding in the corner. There was so much noise being made in CT spawn right there that I really do feel like They thought that was Dumao running around there, getting aggressive, peeking around the corner, as he so often does. That wasn't the case. A huge shock there from the back of the site. Dumao gets his chance to shine. His sneaky moves. 13 all here.
Now, Sharks have completely given up on Banana right now. Oh my goodness, and this nade could strike true. But the execute's also coming to Mao, dropping a smoke to try and buy some space. It's awkward on the site. Back at the Evo pillar, though. It's Lotto who fights 2-3! Through the edge of the smoke. They don't even know where he is. Lotto staying alive forever, making a quad kill. Ace in overtime. Want the highlight here, Lotto? It'll be Koala, though, to go through the smoke and be forced right into Lux. Highlights here for Legacy in overtime. They don't want to drop a map.
Man, Lotto able to deliver right there. I mean, finally a little bit of disruption with how quick that B site was. Lotto and Dumao are always ready with smokes on Banana. They was almost never around where Sharks were able to execute towards that B site without a smoke up, but they finally get their chance, and that's what happens. Lotto creates chaos and delivers 4 kills. Legacy now lead, and they want to sweep the series. Back to that T side, though. Money's not going to be an issue for Legacy, which is nice. Something that they faced throughout this whole half.
Util damage is insane. Dumao doesn't care and will pay the price. Sadson blows up. Flashbang for both teams, by the way. That was not a team flash. Sharks keep fighting. Oh, Lotto is screwed. Eventually, Doc does burn and sacrifice himself for all the kills, but that just leaves Nissim here in the apartments. Maybe he could walk out for a free kill. It's not looking likely with Angelo holding for this exact peak. And he'll get him on the shoulder peak. 14 rounds. The Sharks 14 rounds for Legacy. Oh, we've got a game.
Oh, yeah, we do. CT side comes through with so much conviction. I really feel like we haven't seen a T side round where Dumao hasn't been put down to half HP by HEs, if not more. The utility damage on Banana is overwhelming, and they actually were able to win that exchange on their T side as well. They had Dumao's number both sides of the half. Oh my god, there's some revenge.
Oh, man. And the aggression again!
Oh my god!
Second kill through the smoke! Sabolo's gonna try desperately. He got seen. Dumao knows.
Oh!
HE to chase him down.
HE!
Deep.
Ah!
But he's still behind the smoke and he survives. Dodging artillery shells in no man's land. Gafolo's out, but how about the rest of Sharks? Head seen, though. And Nissim finds the kill on a Koala. They know he's in Boiler. Wants to swing. But Legacy still hold the cards in their hands.
Oh, they're hesitating. Oh, but Koala misses his chance to strike, and now this B-side vulnerable, but Gafolo still delivers.
Hey, even on low HP, he can still do it, but then he reveals his position at the same time. They know he's at new. He swings, but there's no headshot. 2 versus 3 retake a B is difficult, but it is possible. Lotto puts his smoke to CT spawn instead, though, and Koala walks forward for the fight. Second player here is able to back away, but RDN gets one in the open. It's down to Sadson. Flashbang forward. He gets the first headshot, but not the second. 2v3 retake for Sharks.
Oh my god, they have so little going for them, but Koala's fast flank, finding Lotto, and being able to get them out of position. Legacy have let it slip. 2 free kills straight through the smoke. It doesn't get any easier than that. And it comes crumbling down.
It's all about that decision from Lotto to put the smoke down on either CT or Banana. If it goes Banana, it's over. Completely isolated. To CT spawn, Koala has the avenue. So it is Legacy fighting for double overtime. And Jump spot there for Dumao. Grenade does not strike true. They keep fighting forward instead. And this time, it'll go 1 for 1. It won't go as bad as the last.
That's at least somewhat nice here for the side of Sharks, so that smoke spam battle at least is answered, but it is Kofolo who's left limited on health. A lot of damage sent his way in his efforts to land the trade on his teammate. Putting a lot of faith in Angelo with this AWP here as well. Because they're gamble stacking. This is a huge risk taken here by the side of Sharks, and Lux just tosses us
Wings it.
random smoke, I guess.
Players gonna stack the B site for Sharks. They're gonna put the A site all on Angelo. And they couldn't be more wrong. Flashbang for middle. Will this blind Angelo? No. Swings past, but he misses. Having to back up to the site now. And they wrap. Jiggle peeking. Angelo's still up on the site. Now in big trouble. Getting closed in on. He is solo. Now a molly. They completely rinse him. A site done. Koala B-hopping through the smoke, though. Getting them in, but not getting the kills. This one is going double. RDN will swing forward for a couple of consolation frags. He'll scoop up an AK. But Doom is approaching here from the arch side. It's a headshot for Nissim. It's double OT between Legacy and Sharks.
What a huge pickup right there. I mean, such a difficult task for Angelo. As soon as he misses that first shot, the round gets thrown up in the air because he's solo. Obviously, Legacy don't know that, but the way that they clear that, they throw a full execute onto one player. And Angelo is snuffed out of the round. That'll put double OT in the picture here. More smoke spam rolling on out. Almost a team kill of the HE onto Angelo as he walks away 5 HP. Still kicking, but barely up.
They're gonna keep fighting, though. Is he gonna pre-fire this? Smoke is getting ready to fade. Dumao reveals himself. Doc still fighting. Another util set with Doc's name on it, and he gets cleared. Planting his feet for too long. And that smoke, that's off the mark.
Smoke.
That's gonna let him push through. They're gonna go through it. And no one's behind it. A paper tiger, it has to be Gafolo, all on his own. First kill's good. Anything extra, he does escape. He keeps the advantage for Sharks.
Still kicking. While on top of that bomb. They're gonna find a way to plant it anyways. Late rotates rolling up, and again, Angelo down to 5 HP from the very get-go of this round. There's so much retake utility still left on Koala, who has to book it.
Where's the molly going? Where's the flash going? That's all the big questions here. Molly out towards new box. No one's home. 2 players inside of pool. What's the flashbang like? Is it on the money? Koala has a second Molotov. This one for Dark. Nade into pool. Devastating setup incoming. As Satsit holds on for the clutch! Double! 2 backs turned! And Legacy strike first in double overtime!
That's so incredibly clutch right there. Spray to pray in the pool. And is able to close it out for Legacy, bringing them the first round here in second OT. Just barely surviving. Such a chaotic setup with all the utilities sent their way. Legacy had to fight tooth and nail for every last frag. And Sadzin coming up clutch with his final breath.
I mean, he has been so clutch for this team. Oh my goodness. I mean, where would this team be without his full eco AK clutch? Going from 0 to hero here, and hasn't even been op highlights for Sadzin. Sharks call a timeout. Miscommunications. Needing to settle the nerves, because if they had sharp comms, they had time to hesitate, to unite on the fight for Sadzin. But they tumble into his crosshair. Angelo knocked off the angle. back to game. Dumao is always moving. I just don't know how. This guy is like a triathlete. How does he not get tired? How does his character stay moving all the time? As he jumps up, boosts his teammate of Lux. And B-Site under threat again. That volley ain't doing nothing. Dumao keeps going. Gafolo will try to sacrifice himself, but it's not enough to win this round. The thing is, where's Nissim in this play? Angelo is gonna make a hero moment. Nissim down. Angelo will not push the smoke. He'll wait for his teammate. 2v2. And walking up. RDN. Smoke to CT is devastating.
Oh, no.
And the nade's gonna get him too. That should put curtains on this one, but not ready for the player in pool as well. And they lose everything for Sharks. Angelo is dead broke into this one. It's looking like MP9 City for him. Or Gafolo will sacrifice for an AWP instead. So, still playmaking for Sharks.
Ample opportunity to try and capitalize. They've been able to make good with scrappy buys in the past. Still have all the firepower. Dumao falls early. Didn't expect a barrage in a round like this, but again, the utility damage continues to limit him. This time, it'll take care of him.
Oh, he falls next. It's not looking like the clean sweep. They took out that A-lurker, though.
An oversight naps, though.
Yeah, they took out the A-lurker. They're so confident that there isn't one right now, and Lotto is present, but there's no kill. He does not creep out on the spray to get Koala. And an opportunity slips through the fingers.
Back to pick up the barrage of utility. They're going to need some sort of X factor right now. Sadson's been great in the clutch. They're going to need Lotto to crack something open here. So last dish effort towards the A side with a bit of utility picked up in towards spawn. They're hoping that could be enough to get into this site.
Contact walk up lane. Angelo on the hold, but I think they're going to try and flash Lotto out of apartment instead. Utility launched. But Angelo does deliver with his AWP. But oh my goodness, the entry from Lotto is fierce. Not enough though to break through this round. As Sadson sent into a cartwheel. It is 16 for Sharks. 1 round lead at the swap.
Back to the defense here for Legacy. With the lead. Able to bring some good T-side rounds into the picture. Can't quite sweep the half, though. Gotta do it on the CT side. Bit of a slower approach here for the side of Sharks. Working the map. Trying to slowly inch their way up in towards apartments. Again, this A side has been vulnerable throughout the grand scheme of this game. They were able to patch up some of those holes. I think the Sads and Op helping out.
He'll be forced off. That's some of the last of the utility here for Sharks. And Sadson doesn't care. Stays in the boiler angle. And Lux basically calls mid-clear. In the meantime, though, east-side exec. Lotto instantly traded! That was a dink through the edge of the wall for Dumao. But it's not the damage for a kill. Instead, he'll drop a smoke. It's weird. Flashbang through as well. Gets stuck on the edge of the wall. Now making his way out towards Banana, but Koala was watching it the whole time. 3v4 is looking like a save. Miss him. Boxes through, but Angelo misses. RDN's got a sharp shot at him, though. Lux. Tough spot. And a missed shot from Sadzin. We'll call curtains on this one. Doc with all the headshots. Surging down he is. And it's 17.
Just about able to close it out. I mean, again, it's that B-side hold, this time a little bit more disrupted. What Dumao and Lotto do so effectively on that B-side is, you know, usually there's two players kind of jiggling around these pillars and you're always going through a smoke right there, but that's the second time in this map that they've been able to execute onto a B bomb site, not having to go fully gray screened. They catch that timing perfectly. And that's tough to do. I mean, this late into the game here, it's tough to catch these players on B surprise, but they're looking to make sure that they can't get an execute off here. Crazy play from Dumao, punished. And a late trade coming through from Lotto at least offers some redemption.
Absolutely ridiculous play there from Dumao. I mean, he could have stayed on his feet. But instead goes skyward. However, Sadzin re-clears middle. Big info. But they're not going to rotate off of it. Now, Lux begins to shift on over. He picks up 2 flashbangs on the way, too.
Yeah, no delay utility here for Lotto. It's got to be raw aim up against flashes.
He's out in the open as well. Caught in transition. And he still manages one. Flashbang high for Lux, but swings before it pops. It might be Sharks again to half map point.
They get into this one. I mean, I would consider the save at this point. They're going through the smoke.
Oh, and
Now you run.
there's some vaporizes. They will have another buy if Sadzin saves. He needs to. Oh my goodness. A T-side sweep for Sharks. In its own right is a surprise. And that could be the game, potentially. Sadzin inside a pit. Going up above. They're all chasing him. He hits the wrong target. Does not hit the no-scope, though. And that takes the op out of the picture. It's a big question mark right now for Legacy.
I think they're going to get him something here. There has to be a change in approach on this B site, getting overwhelmed. I mean, this has been something Sharks couldn't really crack through in regulation. It looked locked down from Dumao and Lotto. Time and time again, we're able to effectively hold this B site as a unit. But late into OT now, Sharks are figuring out ways to isolate. I mean, just finding that pick onto Dumao, that's a pretty comfortable punish that starts off the round. But they're breaking the unity in that hold for these last couple of rounds. And that could be the way, that could be their ticket into this third map.
Tech pause to further set in the tension and let these teams marinate. I see Lux with a FAMAS in his hand. I think the IGL is going to take the fall here and drop it up over to Sadzin. They're on the verge of a massive upset right now. Obviously, Legacy, by far and away the favorite in this entire qualifier by almost 30 VRS ranking points. Or rather, by 30 places, excuse me. Way more than 30 points. Audic is number 50. Legacy is number 20. Everyone else far below them. Oh, excuse me, I also missed out on Imperial, but still, 20 ranking points. Nevertheless, they are by far and away the favorite. Obviously, they nearly made major playoffs. They shook up the Counter-Strike world. But the return to online play, it's different than that LAN environment. It's difficult to maintain momentum and keep that same level of focus and tenacity. Those kind of plays Dumao makes might work on LAN. Online's a different ballpark. Legacy, can they hold on to Inferno in this round?
This is their chance. Stay alive here for a little while longer. This is for Sharks. A great opportunity to seal this one up. Try and pluck a map off of Legacy, a map that they took on the best of the best. There's missed utility on the CT side as well. Deep banana smoke. Completely biffed. Fortunately for them, it might not get punished. They're not pressing around that corner here. They're not blowing open the smokes. It's just going to allow for Sharks to scale a little bit more comfortably. The reaction here after so many lost B sites is to have Sadson's op reinforce it.
And they're gonna challenge it. They full execute. They've got so many mollies. Sadson is not going to put his op in his hand. He's holding a flashbang instead. What's the idea? Top of first orange is here for Dumao. Will he eat this flashbang? Bird on the plate. Here it comes. Gafolo blinded up though. The util from Sadson isn't enough. Are the shots better? The second is a headshot. Sadson has done his job. A 2v3 retake attempt to hold onto the map and stop the upset.
There's still an op in play here. Ardian trying to work some picks before the post plant can even activate. And they've taken confidence control behind it.
They're already up banana as well, though. Angelo is not holding onto this line. Nissim peeks into the op instead, and he gets over to Nubox. Lotto, though, does nail the shot. It's up to him, down to the 1v1. Ardian sneaks away, but the bomb's not quite planted for him. Stick on the defuse. Does he see the cables?
No way.
He doesn't! He
No
doesn't!
way.
Lotto sticks the defuse with ice in his veins to send us to triple overtime!
Oh my god. Unbelievable. Poise right there. Lotto, so calm in the clutch. It makes anything happen, and he just sticks to the defuse. Knows his chances of getting that kill hunted are so limited. So just stick it while you have that opportunity. Completely vulnerable to the idea of wrapping through CT. Commits to the defuse and wins the round here.
He didn't see the cables on the defuse there for Doc. That's what wins Lotto the round. If he does, Doc will swing wider. And instead, well, we still have a game to play. Nissim. Here's a player sprinting arch. Yeah, okay. Lotto puts down that.
Already looking for some unbelievable timing. And it is covered, fully communicated over. I want to press on maybe a weakness on this A side, trying to catch the defense in transition. They just might. Arch smoke tossed in. And a committed rotate coming through from Dumao leaves just a duo on this A side. And they're getting aggressive. Doubling up in pit right now.
Doubling up in mini pit, no less. Lotto playing Joker. Nissim first contact. First is good. And a team flash as well makes life hell. But a double from a flying Koala. Koalas ain't supposed to do that. They're supposed to sleep for 20 hours during the day. A fast up the lane. Before the bomb's even planted. Already knocking on the door of this site.
Bomb has been planted.
Dumao advances. Angelo posts. Flashbang forward, though. Koala does not peek. Molly, though, for Big Pit. Will force his hand. HE as well. Burns. Koala doesn't even fight. It's down to Angelo. They know he's the planter. They know he's the offer. into the sight. First shot connects, but not quite the second. Needed an ultra-precise flick. Is it there? It's Legacy first and triple overtime.
Unbelievable, man. Dumao able to hold it together. Able to capture that clutch in the chaos. Somehow, just enough utility left there. When there's been expending it on this B side, trying to do early damage, Dumao has enough to retake, burning one in the flames. Disrupting that post plant. And again, Legacy proving that they can come up clutch when the moment matters the most. That's how they've hung into Inferno. Can they take an edge in this map, though? It's the big question. That's risky business from Lux!
Oh my god. 3 players around the wall right there. If they swing, he's dead. Now instead, Lux drops the molly. They do push past, though. But he can't spray down multiple. Now Nissim steps up and gets fried. Now Lotto on the site. Will be cleared, but not the double as well. 0 multi-kills for Legacy. Into the site.
Gotta rely on his fast flanks. Dumao's rolling. I mean, he's trying to get quickly into the mix. Molly kind of confirms the position here and towards Big Pit.
That's gonna make the play. But they don't cover apps. Gafolo. He's gonna get smoked out inside of the pit. Nade for Satson as well, but not the shot. Not fast enough. Gafolo stops that. And it's down to Dumao. Ring around the rosy. And this Koala is deadly. 31 kills for him.
31 for Koala. 35 for Doc, making this round happen. The engines of this T-side right now of this map. Doc with an crazy fast flick on an off angle that should have sealed him. Sealed his fate instantly, and somehow still is able to react quick enough. That shot felt impossible from Doc, but that's how quick his aim is.
That's why Sharks, this talent farm of South American Counter-Strike. I mean, this roster, first of all, raised Nissim, but brought players like Lukin, like Exit, Zevi, Lukowski, all these players playing at majors. And Doc is one of their biggest investments. They're hoping he is the next star of Brazilian Counter-Strike. And he is delivering right now. I mean, his stats are breaking the charts right now in the last 3 months. And he's doing it here on Inferno to try and pull off this upset map. But Legacy haven't let go.
Just won't give up here. CT sides have been tricky here. Both teams have been splitting up these OTs, and that will remain true in this round as well, or this half of OT. This fast brackets crawl. This is going to be surprising. They're inside the smoke.
Oh my god. As Lux is throwing util.
No
He's
way.
gonna spam it, but it whizzes over their heads. Lux leaves.
Nissim's down middle.
Nissim. Gafolo really hard to clear this. He will not. Nissim delivers a kill. Satson in trouble though. And Koala hits the headshot. They're into the A site for absolutely free. They've over-rotated to B.
Oh my god. That's such an insane call. Sharks put 4 players inside the smoke and they hear the rotates fade away. They capitalize on the timing and now they have a 4v4 post plant.
It's unbelievable. And they have no idea if there's any players still remaining in towards Banana. This retake feels impossible. Already 15 seconds off the bomb.
Oh.
And a spam through the smoke straight up. Sharks are actually going to be taking the lead into the side swap. Barring a miracle. Good flashbang. Where the kills. There it is! There's 3 back in! Seconds remain though! Is there time? It doesn't matter! It's Doc with the 1v3 clutch!
Leave it up to none other than Doc to deliver right there in a moment like that. Backs against the wall. His teammates start to fall. And he comes up clutch. Saving his team the worry. Making sure that Sharks remain on top. Making sure that they control the overtimes. Can they dunk it in on the CT side now?
Jesus. First of 22. Doc is centerpiece here. He's on the Sharks team for a reason. That's a lurk. From Luck. Base 10. Extinguishing through, and he gets vaporized. Finally, Koala down with 0, and a whiff from Doc. A lot of things that haven't been happening throughout this game go down to Shark's surprise. A whiff from Doc and Koala for 0. Can't bet on that every day.
No. Misses on the bomb as well, of all the people to fall right there. That could have created enough chaos for the rotates to at least try and help out. But Legacy already confirming the round. Locking horns once again in a bold and gambly off-spawn call. It's sitting inside the top mid-smoke. Seems like the ultimate risk with how common that is spammed. But both teams being able to call that out and get rewarded for it.
Terrorists win.
So close around the corner. Lies your neighbors. But Legacy knocking on the door here. Trying to get back into this map. Trying to give themselves a chance to close this map.
They've had 0 opportunities. It's all been Sharks with all the pressure. And this round decides if they maintain that safety of, get this, quadruple overtime. Into the smoke. Lux is gonna get a step through, but eats the grenade. Lux does not see anybody over towards short, though, so he gets to lurk and try to surprise Angelo. That op holding onto Boiler. So now Dumao takes the space towards Arch. And the flashbang is on the money. It is perfect. It is looking like Sharks could be taking yet another map point. As Lotto, getting ready, runs through into Doom. Nissim does find the headshot onto Kafolo, though, and the round's still open. There's still a minute on the clock, Cole.
B's weak side, Doc. Not weak, though. Would you rather face the 3 on this A side of the map, or one Doc that can destroy just about everyone that challenges him here? Angelo keeping that arch side covered as well.
He's gonna go for a mid-repeat, though.
He's rotating.
Oh, he's... That is bold. Praying that they don't wrap the arch side. Simply burning the clock. Has bought a moment, and that smoke is off the mark. That lets them try to progress into the site, but Koala gets a chance. Nissim feels his position and will not hit that shot once again. It is Sharks with map point.
Another chance here, man. One more time. Can they capitalize here? The moment getting the better of them every chance that they've been in these sort of situations. But another shot at claiming this and taking us to the decider. Started off 3 rounds in a row. Duo on the A side. Stacking up the B with early resources. A pick doesn't go in the way of Angelo. He doesn't get fully punished, though. Lucky to walk away with his life.
But Dumao stays vigilant, and they're going B. Dumao knows. Volley in towards spawn. 3 smokes lobbed in. Gafolo, you are done. B side available. But the bomb was just handed off to Lotto. He was going back towards Banana. There's delay on this bomb plant.
That's Banana flank again.
Oh my goodness. And RDN is looking to push through off the plant. Sadson will not go down. He gets off, but Koala is activating. On a solo mission, flashbang high.
No
Team
way.
flash though, and Lux gets it with the Glock. Quad overtime, everybody!
Oh man, Legacy just capitalized. It's been so challenging for Dumal to fight up against the constant trio, barrage of utility. But give him a moment when he's up against map point, and he's gonna find you that entry. He's gonna elevate his play. And he doesn't just stop at one. Deletes stock and carries forward the rest of the B-bomb site for his squad. Legacy are able to match the moment. Again, now can they just find a way to get on to map point?
Oh, well. Angelo trying to slow down the roll, but Dumau is going in all the way. And it's Nissim who gets the kill. Swinging with momentum right now, our Legacy. The MP7 of all weapons. And they go into the blender of the Sharks. The Sharknado, perhaps. As it's 22-21.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta take into consideration the level right there from Angelo. Peeking down middle and already plucking one out. That's one less player that you have available to try and land those trades on A, to try and play coverage on the many different positions in that crossfire. That opening pick does so much in shutting down and slowing the rush. Dumouse changing his route to trying to start this round off early. Fast up banana, he gets it again.
Flashbang. Follow dumping utility. Nissim is playing inside of the underpass right now as Koala makes noise, makes footsteps. Nissim knows. Nissim has called his entire team. There is a firing squad available for Koala.
He's got to go and clear it out now. He doesn't know where he routed, right?
Right now he sees barrel.
There you go.
Barrel seed. But not
Oh
the
my
kill!
god.
Koala still got one, but they know Nissim knows. Nissim knows that the whole team was just called back. Now that smoke gets launched into Narnia. But
Still
Nissim, going. Yeah, he misses! Oh no. That's an op. Oh my goodness, he could have lost it again. Second player arrives though, and that's where he converts. Nissim almost gives him a chance back in, but it's Legacy to clap back.
To recover his accuracy in time. At least does enough damage there to keep his teammates in safe hands. Gafolo with not a lot to lose, might get sidelined here. Dumau on the hunt. Will take an AK out of their hands, and Legacy will bounce right on back. It's all tied up at 22s. Just neither one of these teams want to give up. So the back and forth will remain.
Oh my goodness. First to 25. We're getting to that point of the game where a couple players approaching 40 kills. Absolute Cinema on Inferno. Lux. It's gonna go ahead and scamper away.
Actually dodged a lot of that utility somehow. Little barrage of HEs. Still Gafolo holding on to his, but none taken here on the side of Legacy, which is a rarity. Set up into a more standard defense here. Legacy take this space quickly up banana.
They're going.
And they're turning the corner. They're executing.
Yeah, Dumau knows that Doc is over towards that orange's side. That smoke's also bad. That smoke lets him walk forward. That's almost like working more for the tees than anything. The Polo not even covered.
They did do a lot of damage though. For
back
sacrifice of drawing in another rotate. Yeah, they're flying back towards A. There's not in their way.
And he does not miss this time. Angelo still stays scoped. HE for his position, and the nade smoke blinds him. Koala now on the site, gets a double again. It leads it down to Sadzin, but he's picked up his signature weapon for the clutch. And he's in the apartments too. Sadzin not wanting to scope to reveal his position. Will they ever make a footstep? But once they walk up, they surely know he's apps, right? Clear the whole site. And now they know. Assassin has a molly. Assassin has a molly. But he's able to scope up. That molly's no good. Molly on the bomb. Can he stop the defuse? Yes, he can. Satson given a gift by the bomb timer. Time is eternal. And it'll take both kills anyways. Easy 1v2. Silent 1v2.
And he does it again. Another clutch coming through from Sadzin. Keeping his team alive in these matches with Sadzin's impact when the pressure's on. Just constantly providing clutches here and there for Legacy. And again, it gives them 2 on the T side. Side swap comes through. And they've got the wind in their sails.
This game's
2 rounds in a row.
We've almost had... We've had 9 clutches so far in our gameplay. 3rd clutch of the game for Sadzin. Dumao. Ever present. Aggressive angle, of course, on Banana.
Quick reaction, though. I mean, they heard that 3rd HE. They are ready to scale in towards A, and the utility is just not there.
Hard side smokes. Satson needs to back away. He's not going to pull the molly, though. He stays posted. Lux does tuck away into the site, though. And Satson needs to step up. He does with the shot. And the second. Not quite the 3rd, though. This time it's Nissim who steps up. Laugh at this guy now. Triple kill for him.
Yeah, I mean, a missing piece on some of these A-site defenses here. Wasn't able to get going inside the pit, and finally you see that impact roll on out. 3 crucial frags as Sadzin helping out and wrapping that round up as well. And finally, Legacy have done it. They've put themselves onto series point. After long last, after 3-4 OTs now. They've got it.
Let's go all in, though. Molly to top mid. No care in the world. Sadzin falling back, and no secret of that, too. Sharks still confident in their banana control. But their options are open. Flashbang up. Dumao. Is he dead? No! He survives. He lures them into the trap. Up top now for Dumao. As he's diving through the smoke with a USP. He gets 3. But that leaves RDN on the lurk. He did scale up to the A site. 2 versus 4 could be pulled back, but Nissim does not stay stagnant. Gets into position at Boiler. Outplays RDN. 1v2 for Koala to keep the dream of an upset alive.
CTs are unbelievably separated right now. That's the big challenge in Koala. He's been clutch too.
Up the arch. On the balcony, and he nails him. Fried right there. 43 deep for Koala. And a 1v1 for Lux. Has got a sprint. Koala could be anywhere. But he slow walks. He stays silent instead. And that's going to cost him this round.
He doesn't have time for this.
Yeah, eventually he's got to make noise. Is there a smoke on the ground? Is there anything for him to work with? An HE, that's not the optimal piece. Lux, though, he's taking his time. Now he's moving. Now he needs to check the pit, and he doesn't. Koala never moves. 44 kills. And yet another series point for Legacy. Will it be their turn to give up their chance to end this series?
Oh boy. Our opportunity just eluding them in the 2v1 right there. As Koala constantly providing damage here. 44 kills. Putting in work. KWP trying to get aggressive again for Sadzin. Walks away with a little bit of chip damage. Legacy are playing on a knife's edge.
mean, they plant with their hand at the door. That's all right. Here goes Kumau. And catching players with utility in hand. Lux with the read. That's the 4v5 right there. Nade as well. They're going through, and the nade owns them. Lotto, though, only good for one, is going to step forward for the fight and hand back the advantage. It's a 3v3 on B.
Again, you still have this op in play as well. They're pressing into coffins. Sadson's not reading into this, and he's surprised. Sidelined here. Gafolo gets a freebie, and the smoke is down.
You gotta be kidding me. We're going again. Look, 3v5s are... Well, 2v3s are difficult. Makes that 3v5 all the more impressive on this B site. But it's not gonna happen. Cole. It is quintuple overtime here on Inferno between Legacy and Sharks. Can you believe it?
I can't. I mean, it continues. Sharks having enough in the tank right there to bounce back when the pressure was on them.
We did
I wasn't
it,
sure if that was going to be the case.
It's 2 maps in 1.
There we go.
48 rounds. I was wondering if did Lux just have enough? He's already in. He's moved so quick. He has 2 lined up. Long range spray will be real difficult though. And he falters. Util dump in towards CT spawn. But a missed smoke. They're going through that.
They've got space on A. They don't have to rush this. Oh, but actually, it's not routing through lane. He went up to apps. Ardian, I think, called it over towards this A side because you see that quick reaction, but it's not covered.
There's some big off angle on the apartments, but Sadson holding middle. Flashbang over the graveyard. And Nissim continues. Big time off angle, but not covered from lane. Now Nissim steps forward, but Sadson misses. 3 kills for RDN. Another retake.
No way they break through that setup here. Still able to get into the site. Start the timer up against the CT side. A lot of picks up an AWP, hoping for some wall bangs. And also shoots the A4, hinting that there's both coming through lane. No one would be apartments in that case.
And now it's revealed. Molly nade combo. Nothing gives. Now a Molly for the site. Now the push out. But not the kill under Gafolo. It gotta be the clutch here from Lotto. And it is! The wall bang! The headshot! The clutch! The 10th clutch of this quintuple overtime affair! It's sanity happening in the Pro League qualifiers!
I can't believe it. It continues, man. How do they have the stamina after heartbreaking clutches break these teams? They still have more. Constant chaos in these late rounds. And both teams striking. But Legacy strike first in OT5.
I am beginning to lose my mind. Nissim now stepping forward in the apartment. Just no care in the world anymore. That's it posted. And nails it. Ready for the wide swing. Nissim now turns around. He reveals his position. And he's going to get taken out for that. Surely he still gets a kill. Sadson got a second in the meantime.
Oh, no round's over, though, until it's over. Doc's still on the server, but he shut down Sadson with a third.
It's all about the details there. Sadson gets seen, and he steps a little bit further on the off angle so he can't get pre-fired. And that makes Doc easy prey. Gafolo walking through library, but no one revealing themselves to it. Unless Lux does. Not expecting the library round. Now back at the site. Oh my goodness, he nearly took out Sadson. A goosh, but kill. And Gafolo now is just both players moving and shooting, but it is Lux. They got Legacy the 2-round lead.
This is madness. A solid hold, as you said. Sadzin showing up with some mechanics as well. We know he's capable of bringing those big multi-kills on the CT side. He delivers a chance at a sweep here for Legacy. One of which we wouldn't have seen so far in OT. Apartments aggression continues for another run. Double flash is rolling out here. An opening pick for Dumao. He wants more. And help coming through from Lux. It's chaos in second mid, and Lux will continue to provide damage.
That flash sends them scattering. They're running into doorways, blind. Absolute chaos in the comms. Legacy, barring a disaster, have the all-encompassing 3-round sweep in overtime. One that is really hard to lose.
I mean, if they get this 27th here, to me, if Legacy don't capitalize, this game would never end.
It's our first 3-round sweep of all of these overtimes as well. So
I
Nissa.
don't think they're going to have much of a fight. This could be a good flashbang, though.
Oh, it's going to own him. He's done. Okay. Oh, no. Yeah,
Molly still for Big Pit as well.
I feel it sinking in. We've seen a lot of disadvantages go the way of Sharks in this game. Will this be another? Well, a missed Molly. That certainly helps. RDN will scale forward. And they should be able to guess the double pick setup. But Dumao delivers his kill. And that's all that's necessary. RDN will try to chase him down. And the spray just can't convert on Dumao, who just keeps moving. Triathlete, this guy. 27-24. The 3-round sweep. It's 3 series points for Legacy.
On a T side that has been looking much better for them than their defense in overtime. Being able to sweep that defense right there, where they call 3 aggressive apartments plays in a row. Put Sharks backs against the wall for 3 rounds in a row. And as I said, if Legacy can't knock this one down, we're talking about the endless game of Inferno.
I mean, we've got the guy who made the video about it and the guy who was there when it happened. Obviously, I'm talking about 37-34. We ain't quite there yet.
We're not that far off.
That too. Just 3 more overtimes, everybody.
Touching distance at this point of that scoreline, but so is Legacy from closing this one out. It's moments like these where Sharks, as a little bit less experience of a team, should fold underneath the pressure, and shots like that do not help. Sadzin full blind on a Gafolo.
Oh, what? Dark vaporizes into a cloud of dust.
No way.
With a 1-tap like that from Dumao. That's his 45th kill. And that should be the map. Look, I've seen 3v5s. How about a 2v4? Dumao's already here at the coffins as well. And a whip!
Whoa.
And a second! What? You can't be serious! Lotto hit the flank, though. Lotto has this flank. That should end this. Bomb back at the site. And it gets a lineup for Lotto. There will be no 2v4. There will be not another calamity in this game. No more chokes. None of that. It is Legacy who lock up this series by hook and by crook. It's 2-0.
We got 2 maps here out of Inferno, but it is going to be Legacy that are able to close it out, sweep the series, drawn out on Inferno with enough clutch factor, playing backs against the wall constantly in the first 4 overtimes. In the 5th, they take it.